What's going on, everybody, and welcome back for episode 2 of the Buccaneers Fantasy Franchise. If you're coming back from episode 1 or this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for clicking on the video and giving it a shot. I know we had a bit of audio and mic problems in the first one, but we're going to iron these bugs out as the series gets going. Just be patient with me. We're heading into week 2 here, the 2022 season, coming off of a tough loss in which we controlled the first half, causing Kyler to throw 3 interceptions, but unfortunately, we had our own, turnover issues and unable to do much of it, and we fell 30-27 to bring us to 0-1. As we take a look forward here to our next matchup, our first divisional opponent, we have the New Orleans Saints, and they have Joe Burrow going back to the state of Louisiana where he played college football. The homecoming, the Burrow, he is back. He is a 95 X Factor, one of the best young quarterbacks in this league, and he is going to be a problem for us. Last week he threw, I think he's leading the league right now. He's got 4 touchdowns, threw for almost 400 yards. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge here today. Hopefully we can get to him. He's got that 99 short, 98 medium. Doesn't have the best throw power, but it doesn't matter. The guy is a pure stud, and as long as we can, make his life a little miserable back there, I think we should be okay, but it ain't going to be easy, that's for sure. As we keep going through this roster here, they have Kenneth Walker III, an 85 overall second. Well, I guess he's a rookie in this. He's going to go into his second year in real life. Just a big bruising back. Receivers, they got Mike Williams, Allen Robinson, and AJ Green. Mike Williams, I think, went off for like 180 yards, so we got to make sure Jalen Ramsey locks him down. AJ Green, that ain't his picture, but it is the correct AJ Green out of Georgia, 34-year-old, definitely on the downswing of his career. Look at that picture. That ain't him. So they have a pretty solid receiving core. No real burner. I mean, who's that? Bo Melton's got the most speed on their team, but other than that, we just got to make sure we lock down Mike Williams. At tight end, they got Irv Smith Jr. out of Alabama. Serviceable, 75 overall, 86 speed. I ain't too concerned about Irv Smith, to be honest with you. And as we look at their front 7 here, they do have Cam Jordan still, so they brought him back, and Marcus Davenport. So they got both their bookends in their 3-4 defense there. They got BJ Hill and Linval Joseph clogging up the middle. I think we'll be able to run on these guys. Left outside linebacker, maybe Leonard Floyd. Are they in a 3-4 or are they in a 4-3? Cole Holcomb and take, I'm not totally sure. Kaiser White. Well, if they're in a 3-4, then Leonard Floyd makes sense, but if they're 4-3, then it doesn't make sense. And on their back end, they have Marcus Peters, Tyson Campbell, Kyle Fulton. Nothing too crazy. On the back end, they have Jabril Peppers, who is a boomer. So we got to, and by boomer, I mean he will hit your head off. So we got to make sure we hold on to the ball because we've been having a lot of fumble problems, and he's got that 88 hit power. And at strong safety, they have Grant Delpit, young player at LSU, kind of bouncing around. He also, 85 hit power. So we got some safeties that will bring the boom, and we got to be ready for it. So that is the New Orleans Saints offense. And if we just take a quick look at their week 1 stats, you see Joe Burrow went 392, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Oh boy, we might be in for a bit of a surprise here if we don't get to him early. It could be a long game. Kenneth Walker only had 15 carries, did have the touchdown, but only averaged 3.5 per carry on the ground. If they got Joe Burrow, who knows? Don't need to run. But here's the problem. Mike Williams went for 15 and $184. No touchdowns, but $184 and 15 catches. So we have to make sure that we match Jalen Ramsey up man-to-man on him all game and make sure that he does not ruin this for us. And Allen Robinson, 8 for 102. That's serviceable as well. You look at Mike Williams here, 89 overall superstar. He's got that 89 speed, 92 catch, and that 98 with the +3 catch in traffic. Yeah, he's going to be a bit of a problem. He's definitely, he's a jump ball receiver. And as long as we have Jalen Ramsey stuck on him like tape, shouldn't be a problem. And their defense last week only came away with 1 sack against the Falcons, which was Cam Jordan, and they had 2 interceptions on Aaron Rodgers. Marcus Peters and Kyle Fulton each got 1. As we've mentioned, we got Jalen Ramsey here. He's going to be a focus player on our defense as we match him up man-to-man with Mike Williams. He's got that 97 man coverage, 96 play rec, 99 press. We're going to try to get him up in Mike Williams' face all game long and try to limit the damage that he does, especially if we can get him in his X-Factor with that bottleneck. Should be able to, make Joe Burrow have to look for someone else every time he drops back to pass. As we take a look at our game plan for this week, we have elite quarterbacks. So what do we need to do? I think unrelenting pressure is something that we need to... Yeah, if we can get him on the ground, obviously he's not throwing the ball then. We got to beat the Saints, get 2 sacks. Here we go, baby. For our weekly strategies, we're going to defend the medium pass. And on defense or on offense, we are going to focus on throwing it short. As you can see, we have the number 5 total defense and only the number 23 offense. We have struggled after the first week of play. And after a week of practice, we got a couple guys who improved over that week. Jalen Phillips will go up after a good week of practice, moving him up to an 86 with the +2 boost. And Chase Claypool, Mapletron, is going to get a boost here, and we are going to, I believe, we'll pump into a scheme fit, and we'll give him a deep threat as well. As we hope he can become our deep threat, because I don't know if Juju is going to be the guy. He just doesn't have that breakaway speed. And we will just auto the rest. All right, I think without further ado, we get right into this for our first NFC South matchup against the New Orleans Saints. So welcome to the Caesars Superdome, where the Buccaneers are on the road for the 2nd straight week to take on Joe Burrow as he makes his return back to Louisiana. As we've been talking about, Joe Burrow can slice and dice him with the best of us, so we got to make sure we send a lot of blitzes and try to get him on the ground. As you see, Jalen Ramsey's getting the boys all fired up. He knows he has a tough matchup, but he's got nothing but confidence, and he's ready to shut down Mike Williams for the rest of the game. And without further ado, the Saints will return the kickoff for the opening of week 2. Here we go as they take a knee, and we'll bring it out to the 25 as we get our first look at Joe Burrow in the gold and black. Welcome to the Burrow. He's back, baby. Like we saw, he was 34-47 for 392 and 4 touchdowns. It ain't going to be an easy task for us, but the way our defense played in the first half last week, I think we have what it takes to get to him. We just got to hope our offense can do something. And it being a divisional game, these tend to be tight, so I certainly hope we don't give up 41 to them like the Falcons did just a week ago. 1st and 10 here, they give it to Kenneth Walker in the first play of the game, and he is only able to manage just a yard there. As we take a look last week where he only came away with 53 yards, but did get a touchdown. 2nd and 9 now from the 26 as Joe Burrow drops back to pass, gets rid of it quick to Allen Robinson, who is tackled right away by Budda Baker and Miles Jack, bringing up a short 3rd and 3 here as Budda creeps to the line. Might see a little blitz here coming as Joe gets rid of it quick, but unable to find Allen Robinson, and that is a quick 3 and out, exactly what we want, and the Saints will punt it away. As we see this Buccaneers offense come back onto the field here for their first drive of the game. Derek Carr, he had a solid week last week. He, other than the sack strip fumbles, he didn't turn the ball over through the air. He did have 2 touchdown passes, and let's hope we can keep building on it. He ain't gonna go for 400 yards like Joe Burrow will, but as long as we can protect the ball and keep it safe and play through Travis, I think we'll be just fine here. Buccaneers offense starting from the 29-yard line as Derek Carr gives it to Travis Etienne. First play of the game, and he's able to fall forward there for a nice gain of 7 on the first play. Last week he did break the 100-yard mark, which is exactly what we hope to do every week with this guy as we try to get him up to that X Factor status. 2nd and 3 now from the 37. Perfect opportunity here for a little play action. See if we can get Juju involved early. He's got a lot to prove to us still. His Carr drops back on his back foot, finds Juju, and that is a first down. Great throw, great catch. You know, get the ball out quick and don't let this O-line be the problem. As we see Juju runs a great route. Derek had nothing but time. And he's able to, I mean, dragged his feet, had plenty of room, but it looks beautiful. Attaboy Juju. And the boys are pumping up Zay Jones for some reason. 1st and 10 now from just over midfield. As a stretch to Etienne as he tries to cut it back inside. Unable to find much, if anything, and he'll bring up 2nd and 10 here. Carr dropping back to pass, looking for Austin Hooper. Is able to find him and pick up a good gain of 6, bringing up a manageable 3rd down here. Carr getting rid of it. Off to Zay Jones, and he will convert for another 1st down. Excellent start here for Derek Carr. 3 for 3. You know, giving him nice, easy throws, helping him settle into this game. Again, our O-line so far is protected. I'm not too concerned about Cam Jordan and Marcus Davenport. I'm not saying they're not good, but, you know, certainly nothing to be too scared of, at least. Probably shouldn't be saying that because I probably just jinxed it. But we got 1st and 10 here from the 35 as he handed off to Etienne. And he's able to, you know, muster up 5 yards. Second and 5 now for this Bucs offense as they're creeping into Saints territory here. Hoping to come away with more than just a field goal. His Carr drops back, gets rid of it, and off the hands of Austin Hooper here. As you can see, Derek Carr started to feel pressure, and he had a wide open Chase Claypool. There was absolutely no one around him, but just unable to keep his eyes downfield. He felt the pressure coming and tried to just get it to his check down at Austin Hooper, and fortunately he wasn't able to hang it on, but we had an open receiver in Claypool coming across the middle. 3rd and 5 now from the 30. Hoping to convert here and not settle for another field goal. Carr drops back, looking for someone to pass. Unable, just no separation again. You know, Juju's having trouble on those slants, separating against man coverage. Unfortunately, Carr goes down for the sack and should bring up a field goal attempt still. See if we can put some points on the board. Hoffrector back, kicks it up, or that's our punter. McLaughlin puts her through, and we are up 3-0 here on the road. 1st and 10 now here for the Saints as they're on their own 25 again, hoping to do a little more than punt it as Burrow throws for Allen Robinson. He is knocked away by Miles Jack there. 2nd and 10 as Burrow starts 1 for 3, 6 yards. You know, this is exactly what we needed from our defense. Try to get them, you know, behind early, eliminate that running game, you know, make Joe uncomfortable as he drops back here on 2nd and 10, checks it down to Kenneth Walker, and he's unable to gain not much, bringing up 3rd and 8 as Buda Baker is able to wrap him up. You know, Buda had a tough week against Kamara. He got run over by the A-train multiple times. Burrow back to throw, and unfortunately that is going to be incomplete, and they go 3 and out again. And they're going to have to punt it back to this Tampa Bay offense. Tampa Bay from their own 32 here, looking to get more than 3 this time as they give it to Etienne. He finds some space and able to pick up about 6 yards there, bringing up a nice 2nd and 4. You know, getting positive yards on 1st down is going to be huge for us. We do not have the burners. We do not have the weapons that get a whole bunch of separation. 2nd and 4 here, trying to get it to Travis. We definitely want to get him more involved in the pass game as that one just bounces right off his hands, and going to bring up 3rd and 4 here. Hoping we can convert and not give the ball back to Joe Burrow. We need to control Ooh, just gets it in there. Zay Jones converts. We got to control possession. You know, make sure that our defense is sitting on the sideline because that means their offense is. As we convert another third down to give us a first. You know, as we progress through here, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, whose contracts are coming up, what we're going to do at quarterback, you know, skill positions, and we got to figure out our offensive line. I don't think we're going to really do too much on the defensive side as Etienne is unable to go anywhere as he is tackled for a loss. Brings up a third and very long here for Derek Carr in this Buccaneers offense. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be paying too much attention in the offseason on adding too much to our defense because our offense is so far behind that we need to get some playmakers and get them as soon as possible. 3rd and 13 here as Derek Carr looking to throw. Pressure came quick once again. He had zero time to let any receivers get open as Marcus Davenport is able to put the pressure on. We take a look here. Both of our tackles are taking naps on the ground. Both of them do the exact same thing and are just like kids playing t-ball, rolling around in the grass. What are we doing, guys? Yeah, see, the O-line. We got to fix these guys. Like, he's about to have a Derek Carr sandwich. My goodness. Fortunately, had to punt it back to Joe Burrow and the Saints as they have their third opportunity here to do something. We were able to pin him inside the 20, though. So let's go after him. 1st and 10 here for Joe and the Saints as he hands it off to Kenneth Walker, who breaks the tackle from Devon Hamilton, able to pick up 2 yards there. Bringing up a 2nd and 8. They give it off to Kenneth Walker again, who finds a big lane there. Huge hole opened up, and he will get a first down. Unfortunately, that is someone we can't get going. If they have a run game and Joe Burrow throwing, we are done for, as he's able to pick up a good 15-20 yards there on 2nd down. 1st and 10 here for the Saints as they give it right back to Kenneth Walker, breaking the first tackle again, but Joey Bosa and company were there to clean it up, only for a gain of 2. Bringing up a 2nd and 8 here as the first quarter winds to an end. 3-0 Buccaneers. Hoping we can get our first win of the season against a division opponent as Joe gets rid of it quickly to Kenneth Walker, and he rallied, brought down, bringing up a 3rd and 4. 30 seconds and counting here in the first. Going man coverage, trying to get a stop as Joe gets rid of it to Allen Robinson, open in the middle of the field, and he will convert. But there is some laundry on the field, and it looks to be roughing the passer, which is going to tack on another 15 at the end of that run as Devon Hamilton finishes his tackle a little too late as you could see here, got a little too aggressive with it. Can't have that. Can't give these guys opportunities. And now they are in the red zone as Joe gets rid of it quickly to Irv Smith Jr., who's brought down by Thompson, bringing up a 2nd and 5 as the first quarter comes to an end here with your Buccaneers up 3-0, lone field goal to start week 2. Start of the second quarter here. 2nd and 5 from Buccaneer 14 as Kenneth Walker gets his teeth blown out by Devon Hamilton there, bringing up 3rd and 4. We need this D-line to set the tone here and hold these guys to 3 as Joe gets rid of it this time, hits Allen Robinson on the quick out, converting. 1st and goal from the Buccaneer 5-yard line as Allen keeps the toes in, and heck of a catch to convert. 1st and goal now, trying to do something to keep them to 3. But it might be tough as Jalen Phillips gets a great push into the backfield, causing no gain, wrapping up Kenneth Walker. 2nd and goal now. We need more penetration. Come on, Joey. Let's see it, brother. Toss outside as Buddha Baker turns him back inside, and that will be a loss of a yard. Here we go, baby. 3rd and goal. Come on, Joey. Bosa, that is. Get to the other Joey Burrow and bring him down. Let's hold him to 3. That would be massive. Joe can't find anyone. Looking. Can't get rid of it. And Jalen Phillips making 2 huge plays here to hold them to a 3-point attempt. It's exactly what we need, baby. You see Jalen Phillips breaking through and bringing down Joe Burrow for a big loss, which should only cost us 3 points. And it is good. Three here now with just under 9 minutes in the second quarter. Tampa Bay back on their 21-yard line. Hoping they can get this offense going. You know, we started that first drive looking nice and then started to sputter a bit. Similar to what happened last week. It's a first carry, or the first down carry goes to Travis Etienne, only able to gain 2 yards here. 2nd and 8. It's Derek Carr looking to find somebody here. And he's unable to, and he gets strip sacked, fumble again, and this is going to be another scoop and score from Kaiser White as he brings it in. No, man, this O-line, these receivers, this is, you know, I'm not saying it's Derek Carr's fault completely. Sometimes we just got to get rid of it and hope. But as you can see, there's just no one open until it's too late. Austin Hooper comes open in the end, but I mean, Derek already had some guys in his lap, and that will put the Saints up 10-3 here. And what a momentum shift that was. Once again on the road. Can't have turnovers. All right, let's give this a go again here. 1st and 10 from our own 23 now. We're unable to get our running attack going that great. Yeah, we're going to try again with Etienne, and fortunately only able to get 2 yards once again. Bringing up another 2nd and 8 here. Problem is we just don't have the time to let routes develop. We turn it around, give it to Etienne, and he is met in the backfield. Our O-line is so porous. As early on in the second, Joe's getting the Saints faithful on their feet. 3rd and 10 now. Oh, man. Hopefully we can find Juju on this curl. This Derek's just going to rip it to him. He sets, boxes him out, and that is a huge conversion on 3rd and 10 to try to stop the bleeding. This Derek is 5 for 8 now for 47 yards. And we got first down. So let's keep this thing going. As you can see, both our tackles are looking back at our quarterback once again. And golly, what are we going to do about this? Can't fix it now. We just got to play. 1st and 10 here. Derek getting rid of it. And Austin Hooper has one bounce off his mitts again, bringing up 2nd and 10. You know, we're definitely getting behind the sticks early. We need to get this run game going on 1st down as Etienne's able to pick up another 6 yards. Only averaging 2.3 a carry so far early in this game. 3rd and 4 here. Need another conversion. We got a bunch set to the right. Juju isoed to the field side. As we got to get rid of it early once again into traffic, but somehow Claypool comes down with it and keeps his feet in bounds. I mean, I just threw it. I saw pressure bearing down on us and I got rid of it. But we'll take it once again. 1st and 10 here. It hasn't been pretty, but we're moving the ball as we got some slants. Gets rid of it. Gets it to Juju as they were sitting in the zone, which is why Juju was open. And we get another 1st down. Coach Bowles likes what he sees as we are starting to put a drive together here, hoping to even up the score. Under 5 minutes to go here in the 1st half. 10-3 Saints. His car drops back to pass. He has pressure in his face. Just floats it out there for Juju Smith-Schuster. And a big chunk play there for Derek Carr and Juju as we convert and almost get into the red zone. Juju up to 60 yards on the day already. That's exactly what we need from him. As Cam Jordan came crashing down, almost got to Derek Carr. Just able to flip it out just in time. Cam didn't want to take a rough in the passer like we did. 1st and 10 here from the 21. Carr turns around, did it to Etienne, who bowls over the safety. Whew, baby. That's what we like to see. Gaining 9 yards there. 2nd and 1 from the 12-yard line coming up. You know, it's just, we're with this O-line, like, we just got to run it, but it's just so wishy-washy. We never know what we're going to really get. We do convert there, able to pick up a single yard, which was all we really needed. 1st and 10 from the 11, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Looking to even things up here going into halftime as Etienne cuts it outside again and is able to fall forward for another run of 6 yards. Getting up to the 5-yard line. We have to convert this. Can't come away with 3 here. Bunch to the right again. As Carr rolls to the right, unable to do much as he's getting tackled again. Under pressure, gets rid of it. Looking for Chase Claypool, but it'll bring up 3rd and 4 here. Oh boy, we got slants. Looking to find anybody. No one can get open once again, and Derek Carr loses 13 yards on the sack. And there's Cam Jordan. We have to settle for 3. You know, like our receivers, we got Saints in man coverage here, and not one of them was able to, you know, get any sort of separation. Like, where are we supposed to throw the ball here? We can't. All right, right tackle's on the ground again. Yeah. What can we do? Hopefully we come away with 3. At least Chase McLaughlin's having a heck of a year, minus the missed extra point in week 1. But that's good, and we cut the lead to just 4 now as we inch closer to halftime. 1st and 10 here, just after the 2-minute warning, as Joe Burrow is looking to get that 2-minute offense going. Gets rid of the ball to Allen Robinson again. We have not seen Mike Williams yet, which means Jalen's doing his job. And we can live with Allen Robinson just kind of dinking and dunking his way down the field. Just can't give that big chunk play to Mike down the sideline. He gets rid of it again and finds A.J. Green. The wily vet comes in to convert, and it'll be 1st and 10 with a minute 26 as the New Orleans Saints call their first timeout. Play action here as Burreaux looking deep, can't find anyone, chucks it up, and thank goodness it was just out of reach from the receiver's fingertips. Bringing up 2nd and 10 here with a minute 3 to go. You know, giving up 7 would be backbreaker. Giving up 3, we can live with it. 2nd and 10 here. He gets rid of it quickly to Mike Williams, and there's his first catch of the game. Unable to convert, but does pick up 9.5, bringing up a 3rd and inches here as the Saints call a timeout once again, leaving them with 1 for the remainder of the half. 3rd and inches here as Burrow drops back to throw. Gets rid of it to A.J. Green again, who has been the man of the hour this drive. Converting as the clock is ticking here. We need to stop the bleeding as they are getting closer and closer in the field goal range. And we just, you know, Joe's too comfortable back there, and A.J. Green torching Cam Sutton there in the slot. 30 seconds and counting. The Saints hold on to their last timeout as he gets rid of the ball again, and that is to Irv Smith, who converts, getting to the 25-yard line. And it looks like they're just going to call a timeout and settle for a field goal here with 10 seconds to go. I hope they go for it, but I highly doubt it. Now, they're going to come away with 3 here, and it will be a 7-point game once again as we go into halftime. And at halftime, it is a 13-6 score here for the New Orleans Saints as, once again, I mean, other than the passing yards, we are pretty much, you know, outgaining them. But, you know, a sack strip fumble for a touchdown is the difference once again, and kind of was the catalyst to the Saints team. As we look around the league here, we have the Panthers up 21-7 on the Giants, led by Josh Allen, and they're 0-1. Panthers looking for another win here. And sticking on the East Coast, we have the Dolphins looking for their 2nd win of the season as Russell Wilson leads Geno Smith and the Ravens 27-7. And we take a look at the Jets at Cleveland here as the Browns are up 14-0 on the 1-0 Jets, who have Ryan Tannehill, Austin Eckler, and George Pickens, whereas Justin Herbert is leading the Browns. So we take a look at our first half stats here. You know, we were able to average 3.2 yards in running inside. We definitely want to get that up. He's going to have to carry the load here if we want to keep the ball out of Joe's hands, because he's 75% completion on short yards. All of them pretty much to Allen Robinson. As the second half now gets underway, as Joe Reed corrals the kickoff, bringing it back up to just shy of the 20-yard line, where Derek Carr and the Buccaneer offense will start. If we take a look at the first half that Etienne had, certainly not the same as last week to start. He's averaging 3 yards a carry, and we definitely want to improve that here in the second half if we want to come away with a victory. We have 1st and 10 here from our 19. Coming out with a pass on first down. As Derek Carr is getting helicoptered around, he has 0 time to do a 5-step drop and get rid of that ball. Bringing up 2nd and 10 as he turns around and gives it to Travis Etienne, who is able to pick up 4 yards here, bringing up a 3rd and 6. So I think we're going to look for Etienne out the backfield here and see if we can convert this. Try to just go through him the entire way as we dump it off to him just in time, and he's able to convert for a 1st down, getting up to the 37-yard line. Derek Carr 9 for 15, hitting that century mark here at the start of the second half. Again, hasn't thrown the interception, but the sack fumble is the big difference here. And he's juiced. He's juiced. He actually completed a pass. Attaboy, DC. 1st and 10 with 10:43 to go, as Etienne is met in the backfield by Kaiser White, who scored the scoop and score fumble recovery touchdown in the first half here, as he just comes free, and fortunately we get nothing. It looks like a loss of 2 or 3 there. 3 it is. 2nd and 13 from our own 34. So we just are going to try to give it to Travis again because we have no time to throw, as Etienne kicks it outside, tries to cut it back, and he is going to get a 1st down. That is what we like to see, as he's up to 59 yards for the day. Hitting the hole, cut it outside, and try to just outrun everybody. That's the goal. 1st and 10 from midfield here, as we give it to Etienne again, who gets outside, trying to get even further along the sideline, but we'll take it. Another good run, as he's starting to get closer to the century mark early on in the second half. And we really haven't gotten much out of any of our receivers other than Juju, but we also haven't had any time to pass, despite their lack of, superstars on that D-line. 2nd and 7 here from the 33. We just got to score touchdowns. We can't come away with 3 again here. Play action. As he gets rid of it, Austin Hooper makes the catch this time. And Derek Carr, you can see, is just worried about the pressure. He's not even given any thought of looking downfield, as he's just checking the ball down pretty much every time he drops back. I mean, I don't blame him. He might not last the year if this keeps up. 3rd and 2 here. Big play for us as we try to convert a touchdown, as he gets rid of it with more pressure bearing him down. And Todd Bowles wants to go for it here. 4th and 2. As we turn and give it to Etienne, and he squeezes through and creates a hole, and we are able to convert. I love that aggressive play call from Coach Bowles, because we need to get something going. We can't just keep punting the ball, settling for field goals, letting Joe. He's going to score touchdowns. We were lucky enough to hold him to only 13 and 0 offensive touchdowns in the first half, but I have a strong feeling, like last week, they are going to turn it on here. 1st and 10 now, as we give it to Etienne again, and the entire O-line did some Olay blocking and just let everyone through. For a nice loss of 2 here. 2nd and 12. So he gives it off to Travis once again, who bounces around and falls forward. Playing with him, I find he loves to fall forward after contact, and I love playing with that. He's able to get that extra yard or 2. 3rd and 4 here from the 17. In the red zone once again. Hopefully not just going to come away 3, as we get rid of it to Zay Jones, who makes a great catch with his hands, as he's immediately brought down, but it is just enough for a 1st down. As we see Derek again has both guys there ready to just put him in a sandwich. Ay. It's going to be a long year, I think, but that's part of the fun. 1st and 10 from the 13 now, as Etienne is a busy guy to start this second half, as we are milking the clock. He's already up to 23 touches with 88 yards. Single back formation here, 2 receivers to the right. This car gets rid of it, and in and out of Zay Jones' hands. It wasn't going to go anywhere anyways. Bringing up a 3rd and 9. So you might be wondering with offense, because on defense, I just control the D tackles for the most part. On offense, I let the coach call the plays. I only pick from one of the 3 plays. His car gets rid of it here to Zay Jones. It's going to be short. And are we going to settle for a field goal again? I'm also letting Coach Bowles decide if he wants to go for it or kick field goals. I don't make the call. I don't pick, any other pages of plays. I just choose from the first 3 that were given. And the reason I'm doing this is because as Coach Bowles does want to go for it again, is here we go. We need to score a touchdown here. And I'll continue my thought after this. 4th and 3 here from the 6-yard line. Carr drops back to pass. Gets rid of it quickly. And it was dropped. Saints ball. Turnover on downs. I couldn't really see. It looked like he caught it here, but as you can see, it is knocked out by Jabril Peppers. Uh-oh. And Etienne does not like what he's seeing from his captain. Oh boy. This Buccaneers team is starting to fall apart right at the seams. 1st and 10 here for Joe Burrow as he's in his X-Factor. Gives it to Kenneth Walker, and he's able to gain about 4 yards there. Bringing up a 2nd and 6. Empty backfield here, just Joe. As he dropped back, gets rid of it quickly, and it is jumped by David Long Jr. Heck of a play to bring up 3rd and 6. But as I was saying, yeah, until we get an X-Factor quarterback, I'm not going to call audibles. I'm not going to call hot routes. I'm just going to let the guys play. As he gets it to Mike Williams, as Jalen Ramsey gave him a bit too much respect there, but it is going to come back as a holding is called on Ronnie Stanley. Moving him back just 5 yards, though, because it seemed to be after the play. Bring up 3rd and 11. Be nice to get a nice 3 and out here after we turned it over on downs. They give it to Kenneth Walker, who kicks it outside, and unfortunately, god dang it, converts it. He's up to 42 yards on the day. It's just these back-breaking plays that they keep getting to convert. Empty set again here for Joe as he drops back to pass. Gets rid of it quickly. Unable to hang on to it was A.J. Green. As Joe is only 11 for 17 for 100 yards. So, we are doing what we aimed to do here. So, unfortunately, the 1 turnover is the difference. Joe gets rid of it, and Jalen almost gets the interception. And as we can see, the first real part of the matchup today, as it's been highlighted, one-on-one coverage here as Jalen Ramsey is sitting on this curl route and just cannot catch it as he is bare banana as well. Maybe if he had some cutters on, that baby sticks. Dang, you expect your 97 X Factor to come down with that. That would have been a huge play for us, but it brings up 3rd and 10. As Joey Bosa comes bearing down and gets the sack, his 2nd of the year. Joey Bosa coming in clutch. He was a no-show in the first half there, and that is our 2nd sack of the day, as that'll bring up a punting situation for the New Orleans Saints. We're still in this game. We're only down 7. We just can't get our offense going. Similar to last week. The only reason we were able to score is because our defense gave us short fields, and unfortunately we're not getting that yet, but we have good field position here. We'll start on the Saints side of the field, and hopefully we can come away with at least 7. I'm sick of settling for field goals. Got press coverage on the outside here. This Carr drops back to pass. Gets rid of it quickly to Austin Hooper. The middle was vacated as both linebackers came, and he will get a 1st down. Excellent read from Derek, and that's what we need. He's got to get the ball out of his hands as quick as possible. Be able to see those blitzes and not give them the opportunity. 1st and 10 here is Etienne, a big hole up the middle, and he's able to convert for another 1st down as he is basically at 100 yards again for the day. 99. What a hole from our line. Luckily, they blitzed all to our right side, and there was no one there until he already got the 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 15. We've been here before and came away with nothing as Etienne sticks his foot in the ground, goes north-south, and he's able to almost convert again, bringing him well over 100 yards now and bringing up 2nd and inches as this 3rd quarter is coming to an end. This is a classic Bucs Saints matchup here. Low-scoring, all defense. This is going to be huge for us going into the 4th quarter. We're going to start from Saints 1-yard line hoping to tie this up, as that will do it for 3/4 here from the Caesars Superdome. First and goal from the 1. Simple. Turn it around. Give it to our back. Let them punch it in. Don't have to get complicated with it. As they do just that, and he's able to avoid Linval Joseph and get over the line for a second touchdown of the year. In his second in just as many weeks, as the Buccaneers look to even it up, pending the extra point, in which we got 13-all here to start the 4th quarter as Joe Burrow comes back. His X Factor is now gone. Thank God. And let's do this again, defense. Big play here as he gets rid of it quickly to A.J. Green again. Breaks the first tackle and is able to fall forward for the first down. Keeping this drive going early on here in the 4th quarter. Slight momentum the Buccaneers' way. As Joe drops back to pass again. Gets rid of it quickly and it is knocked out by Cam Sutton. 2nd and 10 here. He's really looking at A.J. Green a lot here. They found a mismatch in the slot. We're going to try a little zone here. See if we can catch them making a mistake as Joe gets rid of it quickly. Finds A.J. Green again in the middle of the field. I don't know if we can do zone much. We just can't get the pressure. We got to, coverage sacks are like the only thing we can really do. Despite Joey Bosa getting a sack today, and he's an X Factor too. I'd love to see him back there. Even if he's not getting sacks, at least disrupting plays more. And right on cue. Swims off the right tackle and is able to tackle Kenneth Walker for a loss of 2. Bringing up 2nd and 12 here with 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Saints just over midfield as they give it to Kenneth Walker, who has a ton of room, and he will convert on 2nd and long once again, creating another first down here for the Saints offense. Despite those conversions, we've held the run game in check for the most part, and the pass game. Our defense has played well as they give it to Kenneth Walker again, who makes a man miss, and unfortunately wasn't able to do much more, only gaining 4 yards there. 2nd and 6 now with 9 minutes to go. Burrow drop back to pass. Can't find anybody. Just gets rid of it before Jalen Phillips is breathing down his neck there. 3rd and 6 here. If we can hold him to 3, that will be ideal. We go man here. As he gets rid of it and is intercepted by Cam Sutton, who's been getting torched most of the game, but he knows. He knows. On 3rd down, 2nd down, they're going to look for A.J. Green. And he just sits on that curl. And Joe just gets rid of it almost in a fit of panic. And Cam Sutton jumping in front of it, making a massive play. And that is what we need to see from our corners. Despite getting burnt, have that short memory span and continue to fight, because eventually the ball is going to come your way. Here we go. Let's use this momentum as Etienne gets tackled for no gain there on 1st down, bringing up 2nd and 10. The Saints seem to drop back in a 3-deep cover here, so this should be good for the screen. But of course, they pick it up, and all 3 linemen leave the 1 linebacker, Cody Barton, all alone. That wasn't Cody Barton, that was last week. Not sure who that was. Just a white. Bringing up 3rd and long here as we get rid of it. Unfortunately, can't do anything off the turnover, and we have to give it right back to the Saints offense here. As we are going to bring the heat here, try to get to them. So we aren't unable to get any penetration, and this is the problem. Kenneth Walker gets outside, makes a man miss, and is able to get a big chunk on 1st down there again as he's up to 71 yards. Just talking, we're containing the run. They are starting to blow this thing open. As they give it to Walker again, and we are able to corral him for no gain that time. 2nd and 10 now for the Saints offense, who haven't been able to do much either. It's a battle of 2 great defenses here. As Kenneth Walker gets outside again, tries to make a move for some reason when he could have had the 1st down, bringing up 3rd and 2. Man, these 2nd and long runs, we're just not ready for. 3rd and 2 now. We're going to bring some heat off the right side. Try to get the ball out of Joe Hands quick. He's going to hand it off. And we have David Long Jr. and Devon Hamilton there to stop him for no gain, bringing up 4th down. It's going to be interesting to see what this Saints offense decides to do if they're going to stay on the field there. give a field goal try. As you can see, David just getting that penetration and bringing him down quickly. Saints are going to go for the field goal here, and it is good as they take a 3-point lead with 5:05 left to go in the game. The good news is we're not getting blown out, right? Like, we have been in both games. We just got to eliminate the mistakes. And we'll be fine. See if we can turn this thing around and change the tide of our season. We give it to Etienne, and he is met in the backfield once again off the nickel blitz for a gain of 1. It's almost reaching 30 touches on the day, as we need to get a chunk play here. As Carr drops back to pass, looking deep. He has Claypool wide open. There it is. That's the deep throw. We need a huge chunk play from Chase Claypool. The Mapletron able to burn down the sideline, and Carr with enough confidence to just lob it up there. You can see he stacks the corner, and as soon as that happened, Carr knew, throw it up and he'll go get it. That is what we need to see from Chase Claypool. That is the part of offense that we are missing right now. That's the first deep shot we even attempted. Bringing up 1st and 10 here from the 22, as Etienne trying to power his way forward and only gain 3 here. Clock is still ticking. We don't want to leave too much time for Joe either. But also, we need to score. 2nd and 7 here from the red zone as we give it to Etienne again, who has some space and is able to get it close to the first down, but not quite there, bringing up a 3rd and 2 here. The clock ticks under 3 minutes. I'm going to try a screen pass again, see if we can get something going. Unfortunately, our O-line is just not good at those. As Kaiser White, who's been flying all over this field today, stuck on Etienne in the pass game. Golly. For a loss, and that's going to bring up another field goal attempt, and we just got to tie it up here. 4th and 7 is too long for us, and it is good. The only problem with this is there's 2 minutes left, and Joe Burrow has the ball. So he brings this team out looking to, we'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning here. 1st and 10 for Joe as they try to march down the field and come away with the win as a big play. And Jalen Ramsey knocks it away from Mike Williams. Bringing up the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 10 on the other side of that as Joe drops back to pass. Finds a wide open A.J. Green in the middle of the field. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we got to eliminate that as they go into hurry-up offense with all 3 of their timeouts still. Joe getting rid of it once again. Finds Mike Williams for his biggest play of the game. Were we in a zone? I honestly can't even. Yeah, we were. Cover 3 there as they moved Mike into the slot, and he just went right up the rail for a big chunk play here as the Buccaneers take a timeout to try to, salvage some of this clock as Kenneth Walker stretches it outside for no gain. Buccaneers will take another timeout as these Saints are pretty much in field goal range, and that is what we're expecting here. 2nd and 10 here from the 35. Burrow turns around, gives it to Kenneth Walker with a big hole in the middle once again. Does not convert for a first down, but it is going to be 3rd and short here with 1:23 to go. We need a big play from this defense here if we want any chance of coming away with a victory. 3rd and 2, gives it, and Jalen Phillips gets in the backfield again. Nice tackle for loss. 4th and 3, and that is going to put the Saints into a field goal opportunity to go up 3 with not a whole lot of time left for us, but at least they weren't able to kill the clock here. As it is up and it is good with 37 seconds left to go in this game. The New Orleans Saints take a 3-point lead, and I'll be honest, I don't like our chances. As Travis Etienne, another big game. He had a ton of carries, but 123 rush yards, 12 receiving. He's just got to be our bell cow back for everything we do. Derek Carr here looking for a 34-second drive to get into field goal range. We have no timeouts. Tries to get rid of it. Finds Zay Jones again, just like last week, late in the game, as we got to hurry it up here. Oh my goodness, 10 seconds to go. This ain't good. We just got to get rid of the ball. Checking it deep to Claypool again. Can he make the play? And it is knocked away. Chase McLaughlin needs to reach the 40-yard line here. I just don't think we're going to even have enough time to throw one deep. I think I'm going to try to get a quick out here to Claypool. I mean, I don't know. This could be, I mean, the odds of us hitting anything. Best case scenario is a gain about 5 yards, sort of bounce like a 60-some yard field goal attempt is what I'm hoping for. Car drop, get locked up, and that's going to do it. That's the end of the game. Son of a gun. Another lame ending here in week 2 as this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team falls to 0-2 for the season. Not the start we were hoping for, but I will say I'm proud of the guys, especially on defense, for holding Joey B to only 19 points where he put up 41 the week before. You know, as we take a look at the stats here, outpassed, outrushed, out completion percentage, you know, but unable to come away with the win here as we held Joe to 57% completion, only 171 yards, but just offensively unable to do what we needed to do to win this game. You know, we controlled everything. We led in every category. It's just other than the score. And unfortunately, that's the only thing that matters in the game of football, is you got to outscore the opposing team, as John Madden would say. You know, coming away with all these field goals, 2 field goals in the red zone. We did get the 1 touchdown, but, you know, we had 11 minutes pretty much more of time of possession. Unable to do anything with it. But holding Joe down to no touchdown passes, an interception, you know, we'll take that. We'll take that. And Derek Carr, you know, again, an okay game, only averaging 6.9 yards per attempt though. Like, we just need more of a downfield presence here. And unfortunately, it ain't it. I think, you know, for next week, maybe we put Juju back into the slot. I don't know. Etienne had a good game. You know, we did give him 31 carries. Only averaged 3.9 yards, but I mean, we did what we could. He was our best player and continued to be. Juju didn't have anything in the second half. See, like, you know, other than Claypool's deep bomb, we didn't have anything going in the passing game. And we need playmakers. But unfortunately, they aren't just sitting out there for us to take right now. So we just got to find a way, and we got to get into our playbooks and try to outcoach the other team at least. As Jalen Phillips led the squad in tackles, TFLs. He had a sack. Bosa had a sack, and Cam Sutton came away with our lone interception, I do believe. Yes, he did. Oh, that's such a disappointing loss as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fall to 0-2 to start the 2022 season. Not the start we were hoping for, but, you know, what can you do? Our defense is playing lights out, and our offense is just struggling to find a rhythm here. You know, as we were going to lose -5 play rec for the next game as we are unable to achieve our goal. 0-2. All right, well, let's advance to next week here. See, we play the Green Bay Packers in week 3, but we will have our first home game here, which will be nice to see the boys and all the fans in Raymond James Stadium get on their feet. Early look here, we have a 81 overall, just like us. They're defense over offense as well, and also 0-2. But as we can see, their best player is Fred Warner, so that might be a problem. But thank you so much for tuning into episode 2 here. I hope you're enjoying the content. I will see you in a couple days for episode 3. Catch you on the flippity flop. Peace!